Welcome to Gridbusters. So today what we're going to be doing is putting power into the tractor garage so that the builder has got a power point for the circular saw and so forth. Yesterday what I did was I just laid a cable down through the attic of the barn from here inside the workshop, because we have power inside the workshop. We actually have a breaker panel here. So I'm going to be hooking one end of the wire to the breaker panel here, and then in the tractor garage we're going to just put a very, very small breaker panel. In the tractor garage all we need is like a very simple light. So I've got a single strip light just to put on the ceiling. I won't be doing that obviously until the ceiling's installed, but we just need, at the moment we just need a single plug socket. That's all we need. In the future we'll have obviously the light, a double plug socket in there, and we'll also have a charging point for the electric tractor. Now, just to keep things simple, what I've done is I bought a breaker panel plug. So here in France, you don't get these, I don't think you can get these in the UK. Very neat actually. So this is a French plug socket, but you can put it directly into the breaker panel, directly into the fuse box. Very easy. So what I'm going to do right now is just wire this plug socket directly into the breaker panel, and then once we've got that all wired in, we're going to take it over to the tractor garage and mount it on the wall and get it hooked up. So the first thing I need to do is just take the cover off, and as you can see here, this plug socket here just goes on the rail directly, which is very nice. Let me just show you that. So it's all in one. Now the bus bars that the breaker panel came with do not go into the plug socket, so we do need to still wire that, put a cable from this plug socket. We can have it come out the bottom and then just loop straight into the 16 amp, where are we? Yes, we can go straight into this 16 amp breaker. But what I actually want to do is I also want to, so I'm going to cut the bus bars to the right size now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 32 amp breaker in here. That will be the breaker for the electric tractor. So I'll put a 32 amp socket in there. I think that is all. I do have a 20 amp breaker, but I'm not going to use that. Okay, so we just got we've got a 16 amp, a 10 amp, and a 32 amp there. So, in fact, what I'm going to do is put the lights at one end. I'm going to put the charger there, and then I'm going to put the 16 amp on the end. So the 16 amp is next to the plug socket. That's going to make everything easier to hook up. So this socket here, the cover should just come off. There we go. And as you can see, it's just a regular plug socket underneath. We just need to bring our cables down underneath. Got our live and neutral there. Just going to pull this off to make it easier to get everything through. We've got an earth here. I'll put the earth through that side. And live and neutral. Poke it through that hole there. There we go. Okay, so let's get stripping some cable. This needs to be a little bit longer. There we go. And then we have our, let me just see so you can see this. Got the earth, these are just push fit connectors. through. Sometimes the simplest jobs can be the hardest. I think, never wired one of these up before, so this is a new one for me. I think doing it off the board, because this cable is so rigid. There we go. So that's just going to go straight to the earth there. Those are going to go through. I think that's the way to do it, really, isn't it? So that comes down. There we go. That's the secret. Wire it up first. So I'll give myself a little bit of extra slack. And these terminals are all the same size, so I don't have to... Sometimes on these panels you have one extra thick connector for the earth and the rest are smaller. But this particular panel, all the earth sockets are the same dimension, so that's good. Happy with that. And I'm just going to have them come directly in at the bottom there. So again, I'm just going to leave a little bit of slack at the top there. It always leaves, you know, I'm stripping the cable, it might break or something, so I always like to have a little bit of extra just in case. There we go. That's good. And the neutral goes like that, so let's cut it out. Fantastic. And now we just need to put the bus bars in. Now they did provide us with quite long bus bars with a cover for the unused terminals. However, that won't now fit in because we put this here. So I do have some other bus bars which I had lying around spare. So that will work out perfectly there. So let me just undo these. This particular terminal is a push fit at the top, so but the others I have to actually do up. So that one, I think yeah, okay. There we go. So that's the bus bars in. Just going to tighten all of these up. Yeah, Legrand seem to be changing their screw terminals to push fit, and I really don't like the push fit connectors. Yeah, they're really, I much prefer to do it up with a screw. The bus bar is not such an issue, but for where you put the cables in, I do not like push fit. Particularly because you can't get large cables in. I got a 20 amp breaker the other day, and I got a 32 amp breaker, and I didn't check, and they were both push fit. And I couldn't get ferrules in, and I couldn't get a multi-strand cable in either. So, not good. That looks like I can see a bit of copper there. So, again, is that because it's the push fit? Yeah, let me just tighten that one there. There we go. Always just double check these. Fantastic. Okay, job done. So let's just put the cover back on. I think I'll need to remove some of these blank panels. So let's just remove the whole lot, and then we can work out how many we need. So that will. Actually, there is a half panel on the end. Right, that's fine actually. Right, there is a small hole there, and it looks like I could fit an entire, would one of those fit in? I think it would. So it doesn't come out, but it does have like a, are you meant to pull that out? I guess I'm going to find out. Yeah, I think I can remove that. And then we can just do a single piece here. If that's going to now fit. Will that fit? There we go. That's much better. Excellent. Job done. Right, so I'm going to mount the board around here. So, okay. Little rule I always have, always wear gloves when I'm using a knife to cut cable. So got the plug installed, there we go, and success. Wow, it's been a busy couple of days. So I got the light in here installed. Jude the builder, he got the garage doors all finished off. We've also installed a couple of hotspots on the barn because this barn is over 100 meters long, and at various different points in the garden we had no internet. So we've put a Wi-Fi hotspot on the gable end of the building and a second Wi-Fi hotspot on the side of the building. And I've also installed a smoke alarm in the main garage. So that's it today from Gridbusters. In the next video, we're going to be tackling the roof up there. Obviously, we need to make sure it's not raining. So hopefully we have a few days of good weather so we can at least get started. It's going to take rather a long time to replace that roof. It's about 100 meters long. So hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.